Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. I really do appreciate the new subscribers. It does encourage me to better myself and make more videos. We're gonna talk about the Verrucosum. I bought this locally, $25 for the. It had like 5 leaves. It's a baby, and do I regret buying it locally for $25 at that size? Instinct answer, yes. Long answer, no, because I've learned from it. And for $25, it didn't break me. So yeah, this is $40. 25, 40. And this is the same plant, not same plant, but this is a Verrucosum Sunset, and this is a normal Verrucosum. For an extra $15, I would much rather buy this size plant than this. And believe it or not, this should be cheaper. This is more of your sunset variety, which the back is red. So yeah, no, I mean, you got kind of learn from your mistakes. I think the Verrucosum does grow on an average grower. They're not too slow, but because I bought it as a baby, the root system wasn't so great, and babies take a little bit long time to take off. It's really in the root system, so once the roots is established and you get it into routine feeding and the environment's good for them, it'll just take off. So I have no doubts that this plant will take off. I've already grown 3 leaves since in my possession, and it wasn't in a pole. It was just in a clear plastic pot. It's actually growing during the winter time. It kind of sucks. I mean, it's bad because it's too cold. I had this in my humidity tank, so it was able to do better. But now that it's in the open environment, my humidity's I don't know where my humidity measurement. I couldn't find it. It's in here somewhere, but I can't seem to find it, but I'm guessing my humidity is about 55% right now. I've got a lot of tanks. I got a lot of water going. It's pretty hot today, so I see moisture everywhere. So I'm guessing 55%, 55, 60%. So getting back to the Verrucosum, it was a plant I've always wanted. Everybody's different. Do I recommend this plant? No, I don't recommend this plant to a somebody new. If you're experienced, you would already bypass this, so you wouldn't even care for this plant. So if you're kind of if you're just collecting a bunch of plants, I still wouldn't recommend this. There are better plants out there now. I mean, we're talking about the same cousin, relative, family, whatever. This is the Sunset. It has the back is red, and it's. I mean, I much rather have this than this now, and that's because the red is striking. I really like the back of this Sunset. But getting back to the Verrucosum, it's cool. I mean, I think every new plant beginner is gonna want it, but honestly, I just don't recommend it. It's supposed to be an average grower, but it's been really slow in my care. It's been like this for a good year, to be honest. The last 3 plants has just started sprouting, so maybe the root system is better, and so it started. But that's the other thing that I do want to elaborate on, or focus, or put a little bit of emphasis is it's really tough buying a plant from somebody who wasn't in a good care, and they're passing it on to you. it sucks to find that out, and I don't like that feeling. So knowing that, I would really recommend you do your research, ask some questions before you buy plants, especially locally. I bought a lot of stuff that were impulsive, and this was an impulsive plant, you know, when plants were crazy. $25 was a good price, and but it's not so much the price. I think it's more of the history of it. Had it been in a really good environment and the roots were really well established, I'd be okay with that. But I think it's this was another plant lesson that I've learned that was passed on to me. Again, Verrucosum, pretty cool plant. Do I recommend it? No. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but Verrucosum, it gets big. It's your Philodendron, so my soils are pretty much the same. Leica, cocoa, perlites. I do use, well, not here, but orchid bark and your charcoal. I don't have those two. I've used those up, and I don't have it, but I will have it on display. Those are my major 5 mixes. This one's got some moss in here because I was trying to keep the moisture on top, but otherwise I don't put my moss in my media because it rots pretty quick, and it keeps moisture and rots, so it's home for fungus or you know, disease. So Verrucosum, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend you buying a baby plant either. If you in honesty, I mean, $25, $40. I'd buy this every day, any day over this for the price difference. I know we're all budgeting, we're all like prices, you know, but I think in honesty though, I mean, if you were to buy $25 for this size and the roots were really nice and established, then yes, I recommend it. But if you're buying a plant that the root, somebody had, that's the thing, somebody may have, the previous owner may have transplanted this or repotted, and the root system wasn't so great, and it didn't do anything for him or her, and then they kind of just passed it on to me, and now I'm having to reestablish the root system. So getting back into that, I think if you can find it in, rebuttaling or refuting my own thoughts, if it's $25 and the roots are established and you can tell the roots are good, then go by all means buy this, opposed to your $40, you know, because you're saving $15 and you could put that 15 towards another plant. But the idea is though, the roots. I really want to emphasize the root system. You want to buy plants that have really good root system. And ask a lot of questions if you're buying locally, and if you're buying it at a nursery, you can almost tell. You can tuck on the plant. I don't advise you to super tuck it, but you can at least pull on it and kind of dig in a little bit to see if the roots are established or there's somewhat look underneath it. Inspect it well, and if your roots are good, a small size plant is fine for $25. It's just I was new, didn't know much, and I just bought a bunch of plants that were just pass-ons to me, and this happened to be one of them. And I'm not buying pass-off plants anymore. I have a lot of resources now that I can get plants like this for wholesale. Wholesale, this is like $18. So keep that in mind. That's wholesale though. You have to have a business license, and you also have to, especially with plant, you also have to have a resale license to get that wholesale. Most places don't require that. Majority of the places do require that. Do I have a resale license? No, but I do have a license, a business license. So that allows me to buy the majority of stuff in bulk. And yeah, but you do have to buy it in bulk, so you can't just buy one of these. You have to buy a certain amount. And nowadays they don't really go by plant amount. It used to be like you had to buy 10 or 12 of these and 10 or 12 of a certain plant to be wholesale. Now they just recommend dollars, anywhere from $2,000 and $3,000 per purchase is your wholesaler price now. I don't know why they got off to that subject, but Verrucosum, not recommended. If you're gonna buy one, make sure you buy a big size for $40+, you know, $60 for a size of this nature, and you don't have to deal with this for a good 2 years. It'll take 2 years for this to get to this size, so you're welcome to kind of regret your mistakes, learn from your mistakes and regret it, or you can just pay a little extra and enjoy it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. It does encourage me to better myself, and I am working on myself. As you can tell from my videos that my speech is a lot better. I'm not fumbling, and I'm not like having to jump places to places or subject to subject. I mean, there are some of that there, but I'm not stumbling. My speech has gotten a lot better. I've improved on that aspect. As far as content goes, I'm working on that. And so, I mean, when I mean content, I mean by editing, I mean by my format too. All these will be cut, paste, somehow look professional. But in the meantime, I'm not doing this for monetary reasons. So someday I'm gonna look back in my videos, on my videos, and enjoy myself. I don't know, I don't know how gay that sounded, but you know, it's kind of cool. Just kind of you can one day to maybe I'll end up selling this, and then I can look back and I was like, hey, you had a nice sunset, Verrucosum sunset. Why'd you get rid of it? Long story short, thank you again watching my videos.